Hey guys, Gaming Maximus here with another TFT comp video. This one going to be Berserker Glacial. I love this comp. It's so good. I just wanted to show you guys what we're starting off with here. Just a little bit of Druids and a Vayne. Again, Druids being a great starting composition as well as Woodlands. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of that, but as you can see, we've got tons of gold chilling there. 16 gold to be exact. So unfortunately, we just barely lose in overtime to that Azir. And now heading into this carousel, I want that needlessly large rod for the Rage Blade or the Morellos, whatever I feel like going really. And so we do end up grabbing that. Moving on. We've now got full Woodland and Druid with a Vayne chillin'. I didn't put the Rage Blade on Vayne just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Maybe I wanted to go light or something, so I wasn't sure if I needed her, so I ended up putting it on Nico. I know Nico utilizes Rage Blade pretty well, getting that ultimate off faster and faster, and unfortunately, Zyra with the Morellas is going to counter that Woodland, and we are going to slowly but surely take the L on this one as well. Going from there, we're heading over into the item round. As you can see, I've thrown the BF sword onto our Nico here because, you know, I know I'm not keeping her. I just wanted her to do as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, we've lost a majority of our last round, so we're sitting on a hard loss streak here, but we end up picking up a tier. Then, once we get the next golem, we're going to pick up a Negatron cloak. And then lastly, on this last golem, we're going to pick up a BF sword. So we've got a lot of options here. Obviously, Negatron and BF sword turning into Bloodthirster, and then we have the BF sword and tier there turning into Spear. We obviously make a Bloodthirster, and we switch up our comp a little bit, straying away from the Woodland Druid and getting in those 3 Berserkers with a Vayne, just kind of there holding the spot that Olaf would take. So we chuck a spear onto Mundo. His mana pool is 125, so we want him to get as much mana back as possible, and we end up beating the assassin composition right here. So, and we're sitting at a pretty good econ with a bunch of Berserkers. So going into this next round, any items fair game. You know, I'm really looking for maybe like a GA for our Olaf that we'll eventually get. That's why we end up picking up the chain vest there. And now we just got the Berserkers, and we're waiting. You know, I happen to be able to splash some light here with Yorick, Vayne, and Jax. So now we have 3 light, 3 Berserker for now, and our comp is sitting at a pretty steady spot. But we do run into a little bit of trouble with this glacial composition. You know, the stuns are never fun, but luckily we are just too strong, and we're able to take out this super stacked Ezreal. Moving on to this item round, we are looking for that BF sword. We want that GA, so that way we can give our Olaf a Bloodthirster, Rage Blade, and GA. We get a plethora of items here. We get that Negatron cloak, the tier, the recurve bow, and then the Brawler's glove. So obviously nothing we really want, but Iceborne Gauntlet on Jax is incredibly good here. Incredibly good. So we end up selling the Yorick for the chain vest, taking that crit glove and slapping it on him. I also end up slapping the tier and Negatron onto Jax as well, giving him a hush and some more extra dodge chance, which is really going to be great. I did goof up a little bit and I didn't put in my ranger in time, but luckily the game was like, I got you, and throws it in for me. So we get that ranger Berserker buff here. We're 1 off of 6 Berserker, obviously very close, and we are able to take down this dude's ranger comp with ease. And now we're just looking for that last item we want to put onto Olaf. So, sliding over to the post game of that last round, we end up picking up that Olaf immediately. So we swap him in. Obviously, we're going to take Vayne out. We don't really need her anymore. And we're going to give Olaf his big boy items. Giving him a Bloodthirster, giving him a Rage Blade increases his ability to sustain after that ultimate so much. Plus, him and Volibear with the Glacial are just overpowered. So we've got a recurve bow left over, and I don't really want a repeating crossbow or a static shiv or a hurricane on him, so I end up grabbing this chain vest and looking for that nice Phantom Dancer. Now we've got level 2 Olaf with a Phantom Dancer, Rage Blade, and Bloodthirster. Let's see how it goes. As we can see, that last fight was nutty. Olaf out here bashing their faces in, especially at level 2. We unfortunately don't get any items from this round, but we get gold, which is super nice because we want to level up and get in that poison buff at some point. As you can see here, I threw in a kindred. You could see that there are 3 empty squares there. There were 3 kindreds there, and I have a scion, of course, so I picked it up for level 2 kindred because level 2 kindred is good, you know, that's just a good unit. And we also have a Sivir in there for the Renekton, so we have Shadow, Desert, Berserkers. That is a pretty insane and intense comp, definitely hard to beat. So heading into this item round, you know, I really don't need anything too specific, but obviously our boy Singed, we need him for the poison buff, and we're able to pick him up. He's got a death cap too, making himself do so much more damage. It's going to be insane. So now we've got the comp, and we've gotten rid of Kindred, we've gotten rid of Sivir. We have the 3 poison, 1 alchemist, 6 berserker, and 2 glacial comp. It's going to be nuts. Let's watch it pop off. Holy shit, look at that Olaf damage, insane. Olaf popping off there, going ham, and now we get level 2 Singed. Amazing. We are definitely going to probably win this one. We end up picking up a red buff here, and I'm not exactly sure if I want to put it on Jax or Mundo, but I figure, you know what, giving Mundo some extra health probably wouldn't be that bad, and, you know, having him apply some anti-healing on those auto attacks and a cone, definitely not going to be the worst thing ever. We end up being able to pick up level 2 Twitch. Not that it's super important. I actually really don't like Twitch as a unit. He never seems to really do much, but he's here for the poison. Definitely does more damage than Kog'Maw, so there it is. As you can see, we're just kind of obliterating here. Singed running through, doing a lot of damage with that death cap. Olaf, of course, ulting and just, you know, plowing through every enemy unit in his path. It's a real good time, real good comp. Olaf doing so much damage. I love it. I love to see this dude just swing away, especially if it ever hits overtime. He just goes ham. Look at him go. We are hitting in the tens of thousands of damage numbers here because he's just doing so much. Next up, we find ourselves against a Shadow Cloud Mystic player here, trying to obviously dodge out on some damage and of course make Kindred the Omega carry, but unfortunately I think he has her overstacked, but unfortunately for us, she does make the healing difficult, so we do end up losing. Super rough. Now you might notice my Singed is now a Berserker. There weren't many good item choices on the wheel there for that 6 round choice, so we ended up picking up Singed, or rather the Berserker buff for Singed, and now he jumps in when we wanted to. Now you're gonna see here Olaf just going ham. Olaf and Mundo really holding it down, doing that shitload of damage we need them to, and he's just going to wail away again in the tens of thousands of damage for this Olaf. Incredible. Moving on to the last couple of fights here, we've got Shelly with another Hush. Obviously, Singed doesn't really run on mana. Every one of our other units is full, and these Ocean Squares do actually give more mana than the Hush itself. So I end up chucking it onto Scion, just, you know, as another unit I want to have some more mana here. Again, we are against some assassins here, very strong comp, you know, making Nocturne the carry, making him do a lot of damage. And as you can see, Olaf 1v5 out here. Can he do it? Of course he can. He's got the Phantom Dancer, he's got the lifesteal. There's no doubt in my mind as he wails away. 1v5 Olaf kills right there. Insane comp. Our last fight of the day here is against, again, this 6 assassin and Desert Steel comp here. Again, guys, this comp is insane, and I'm going to be trying to post some more YouTube content weekly, at least 1 video a week. And yeah, I hope to see you guys here. If you like what you saw, subscribe, and yeah, enjoy your week, man. Enjoy your week. Later.